not to honor, but we're here to share who made this moment happen. And he's here because you're all here to do it for him. So, no further ado, the future MP of Steveston-Richmond East, Kenny Chiu.
Thank you, everybody. And thanks to Gabby. Gabby is my campaign manager. Can I have a round of applause for him and thank him too? So before I actually start my very, very short 30 minutes, 40 minute speech, it's not true, it's probably going to be 4 minutes. I would like to recognize a few very important guests among us. And some of them are actually, I will start with Federal Conservative Caucus members. Jamie Shumei, okay, Jamie is there. Jamie is the MP for Ontario's Halliburton, Kawatha Lakes Rock. I hope I didn't drop, right? Yes. I didn't butcher that too much. Dan Elvis. Dan, where are you? Oh, Dan is over there. Dan is the MP for Central Okanagan. Simakanin Nicola. Something like that. Sorry. And then among us, we also have many candidates, nominated candidates for the Conservatives. These are class of 2019, who's going to go into Ottawa Parliament and change Canada for the much better. And let me introduce them for you. Mark Dalton. Mark, where are you, Mark? Mark Dalton. Mark Dalton is a candidate for Big Meadows, Maple Ridge. Tamara, are you here, Tamara? Probably not yet. I have Jay Shin. Hey, Jay's over there. Burnaby South, Jay Shin. And I heard that Shinda Purwall is supposed to come, but maybe I'll introduce him later. And then myself, Kenny Chiu, Steveston-Richmond East Conservative candidate. And I welcome you all. Thank you. It is truly humbling to stand in this national historic site, the Britannia shipyard, and I'm truly humbled to speak in front of you also, my supporters, my friends, my families, who's been with me all along. Canada is a great country, but we have a big challenge in front of us. This morning at the Vancouver Club, the Canadian Club at Vancouver, our leader Andrew Scheer has already mentioned that under Justin Trudeau's 3.5, nearly 4 years mismanagement, our national debt has increased by $73 billion. I don't know if there are elementary or high school kids here, or students here. If you can actually count how many zeros, I actually have a distinct price for you. That's many zeros. And just the interest alone, it's going to burden our future generations for many, many decades to come. That's why we must change the course this Liberal government is taking us. We must stop Justin Trudeau. We must stop Joe Pesci-Solido. Start with Steveston-Richmond East, and we'll change that to blue. With your help, every one of you, I have very much confidence. Just like the weather changed from cloudy to look at outside, it's bright and sunshine. Isn't that great? In the same way, we are going to change Canada for the better. We're going to return our country, our beloved country, back on its track. It'll take a lot of effort. I'm not underestimating the effort. A lot of doors to be knocked, a lot of people to meet, but we can do it. With your help, everybody, one of you, I'm fully confident. So, just in advance, I want to thank you for a victory that we are about to experience. Thank you so very much. October 22nd, we're going to celebrate this victory. Now there are 5 months that between now and the election time, it's not too long, but it's not also too short a time. We will be asking you for your help, for your financial contribution, for your time, for your energy, for your wisdom. Please help us. We need every help that we can get. Organizing this riding, introducing your friends, your neighbors to us, and with your help, I'm fully confident. In 2017, the Conservative actually selected a new leader in Andrew Scheer. I'm just going to read a very brief introduction to this secret guest of mine who is here among us today. Bear with me. My BlackBerry is getting old, so. I'm excited to introduce today my very special guest. He's the leader of Canada's Conservatives, and he's the official opposition of Canada. Even more importantly, he's a husband and a busy father of 5 kids. He has proven that with hard work and by standing up for what you believe in, anything is possible. For example, he became the youngest ever person elected Speaker of the House of Commons after the election, 2011. And in 2017, he was elected leader of Canada's Conservatives. Since then, he has traveled across the country, sharing his positive Conservative vision for Canada. I'm thrilled that he is able to join us today. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me introduce you the future Prime Minister of Canada, Andrew Scheer.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. C'est un grand plaisir d'être ici. It's a great pleasure to be here this evening in beautiful British Columbia. I know why you put that in the motto. I love coming to British Columbia. As someone from Saskatchewan, my favorite time to visit British Columbia is usually January and February. You get a little break from the cold, but it is just a wonderful part, and this riding in particular is even more beautiful than I remember from the last time I was here. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. We are here tonight to go out on a door-knocking blitz to make sure that Kenny is the next Member of Parliament for this riding. And he is such a great guy. I got to know him during the leadership race of our party. He's been involved at the grassroots level. He's very, very close to this community. And he has been working tirelessly ever since he was nominated to win over the support and trust of voters in the area. And I know he's going to be a fantastic addition to the team after October 21st when he takes his seat in the House of Commons. Now, I just met someone on my way in who is the absolute embodiment of what we've been noticing for the last few years in Canada. He stopped me on my way in and he said, I just want to let you know that I voted Liberal in the last election, but I'm voting Conservative this time. I meet people like that all across the country. And when I first became leader of the party, I'd often get people who would stop me at the airport and they'd recognize me and maybe give me the thumbs up and they'd say, good luck, we're supporting you. Now, after years and years of failure, poor judgment, and incompetence, after Canadians have had to pay for so many of Justin Trudeau's mistakes, those same people now, when they recognize me in coffee shops or airports, they grab me by the arm and they dig in and they say, Andrew, you just have to win this time. That is the sentiment that's coming all across the country. And we do have to win next time. We do have to win on October 21st. Not for ourselves, not for Kenny, not for me, not for the hardworking members of Parliament, but for the Canadian people. That is who this election is all about. When I work on speeches, when we talk to try to figure out how to present our message to Canadians, we're always trying to find a way to explain the difference between a Liberal and a Conservative in terms of our approach to things. And it struck me as I was working on one of my speeches a few weeks ago that it actually boils down to one fundamental principle. And the fundamental principle that is the difference between a Liberal and a Conservative is that Liberals put their faith in government and Conservatives put their faith in people. That's what we believe. Liberals think it makes sense to raise your taxes, to take all those tax dollars to Ottawa, and then spend it on your behalf. They think that they're smarter than you when it comes to spending your money. But we know that a dollar left in the pocket of the hardworking Canadian who earned it is always better off than in the hands of a politician who taxed him. So we've got a great message to go door to door with. We know the crisis that is facing many Canadians. There's a real cost of living crunch. And I hear it from people from coast to coast and in every province of this country. Things are getting more expensive. Gasoline keeps going up. Groceries, housing. And all the Liberals do is make those things more expensive. We know that the carbon tax is not an environmental plan, it is a cash grab. We know that we need to get vital infrastructure projects like pipelines built to get our energy to market so that we can stop taking that discount from the United States, open up new markets in Asia, and get energy workers back on the job. And we know as Conservatives that deficits today mean higher taxes tomorrow when you have Liberals in power. They've already raised taxes. The average middle-class family in Canada is paying over $800 more a year under Justin Trudeau than they were before. He's canceled popular tax credits, and we've caught him trying to raise taxes on everything from health and dental benefits to even employee discounts. Now just imagine what Justin Trudeau will do if he's given a second mandate. When he doesn't need your votes, but he still needs your money, those taxes will just keep going up. And we know more and more Canadians are sick and tired of that Liberal kryptonite, and that is ethics. We know that Canadians are sick and tired of the scandals, the misinformation, the fact that he just can't seem to tell the truth, but that those who do tell the truth get punished and kicked out of the Liberal Party. Canadians do not appreciate that, and they know that if he gets away with this, and if he's given a term, imagine what he would be like if he thought he didn't have to worry about consequences. So now more than ever, we need to make sure that Justin Trudeau understands that there are consequences for abusing the power of his office, and Canadians are going to show him just what those consequences are October 21st. And we know as Conservatives that deficits today mean higher taxes. It also means a bigger debt for the next generation of Canadians. Justin Trudeau has added more than $70 billion to our national debt. And that means that the interest on that debt keeps going up. In just a few short years, those payments on that interest will be almost as much as what the federal government spends on health care. $34 billion worth of interest payments on that debt is a threat to our social services and our programs. It is, in effect, a cut to very important programs and services that the federal government is supposed to support. And that's why Conservatives will have a responsible path back to balanced budgets, that we stop borrowing money for future generations of Canadians, and we can put those dollars back into improved services and better tax cuts, leaving more of that in your pocket. So, we've got great policies, we've got great members of parliament, and we have great candidates. And there's just one more thing that we need to add to that I know all of you are here tonight to do, and that is we need a great team of volunteers supporting candidates like Kenny and candidates like everyone else who's here. Because conservatives don't always get the same breaks that the other guys do. I don't know if you've noticed this, but we don't always get the same coverage in the media that the other parties get. We don't always get the same third-party groups. There aren't the same third-party groups with foreign connections bringing money in to defeat defeat us in the next election. We don't have anything like that. But what we do have is we have you. We have each and every one of you. Our grassroots members of this party, that's the difference that we have. That's the edge that's going to make sure we are successful in October. So our commitment to you, my commitment to you, I am going to work my tail off. I will give this everything I have. I am going to work like I've never worked before. I'm going to fight like we've never fought before, because there is so much at stake in this election. That's my commitment to you, to get to every region of this country, to support all our candidates, to unveil policies that will resonate with Canadians. And all I ask in return is that you do everything you can locally to get hardworking candidates like Kenny and all the other candidates that are here in the room elected so they can join with us in Ottawa after the next election. And all of us working together, each one of us doing our part, whether it's putting up a sign, whether it's dropping off a friend at the polls, or handing out some literature, and all your members of parliament and candidates doing what they need to do, and me as leader doing what I need to do. All of us working together. We can, and we will, make sure that Justin Trudeau is a one-term Prime Minister. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's get out there and hit the door.